Saint Saturn has arrived to Egghead Island to capture these criminals, the Straw Hat Pirates, and wait till you see Saturn's big surprise that he shows us. Incoming manga spoilers. It all starts when Atlas takes control of all the pacifistas on Egghead, and they start taking out every marine in sight to help the Straw Hat crew. Meanwhile, Sanji spots Bonnie in the distance battling some marines and using a new move called NDE. It's actually a terrifying move too, because when she uses it, it makes the victims see illusions that they're deceased, which causes them to freak out, of course. Then two vice admirals show up and try to take on Bonnie. One of them can basically control a pacifista, which charges up an attack against her. Bonnie gets distracted because the pacifista looks just like her dad Kuma. Just as she's about to get hit by the beam, Sanji swoops in to save her and quickly takes off with her. Elsewhere on the island, two great battles are still going on. Luffy versus Kizaru and Zoro versus Lucci. Kizaru tries to bail on the fight with Luffy because he knows that if he keeps battling Luffy, he might not be able to finish off Vegapunk. Just as he tries to take off, Luffy in his Gear 5 form is on his ass, ready to chase him down. Suddenly, an intense aura fills the air, alerting everyone on Egghead. Glowing eyes appear and the command for all pacifistas to stand down is given. The only ones with higher authority than Vegapunk to stop the pacifistas are the Gorosei. Then, a strange magical pentagram appears on the ground, and rising from it is Saint Saturn. But he looks like a monster, not in his human form like we're used to. Instead, he appears as this giant yokai-like creature resembling the Japanese yokai known as the Gyuki. With just a glance, he pops the head off an innocent marine who was staring at him in shock. I hope this alone alerted some marines that they're fighting for the wrong side. Returning to Luffy and Kizaru, Luffy finally catches up and delivers a powerful new attack called Gomu Gomu no Star Gun. His punch goes right through Kizaru's head, just like when he faced Kaido that one time, leaving Kizaru dazed and seeing stars. But the move does push Luffy to his limit and he starts to fall. Saint Saturn then notices Luffy falling in his Gear 5 form and recognizes him as Nika. In front of Saint Saturn are Vegapunk, Frankie, Sanji, Atlas, and Bonnie. This situation is shitty, but it gets even worse when Bonnie sees Saturn, triggering this intense anger. Overwhelmed with emotion and tears coming down her face as she recalls memories of Kuma, she grabs a sword and actually stabs Saturn. As Bonnie does this, we hear her memories and Saturn speaks to Vegapunk saying, "I gave you an order, Vegapunk. He must not have any will." Vegapunk hesitates in his response, knowing that complying would mean sacrificing Kuma. The chapter then ends and Bonnie might be in major trouble after this. But comment and let me know, is this one of the best entrances in One Piece for a character? And is Wapol the GOAT? He did escape 5 of these devils after all. I'd love to hear your thoughts.